head and not the tail. He prepares a table before me in front of my enemies. He will never forsake me. There's nothing that will separate me from the love of God. He said all things work together for the good of those who love the Lord and are called according to his purpose. We know all the scriptures. But these are sacred days that we're living in right now. So we've been walking around talking that game. Now is the time to show and put up and stand up, because they watching the believers. What y'all gonna do in these times? How are you gonna stand with what's going on in the world? We spending time trying to be influencers, get followers and show off our wares. We trying to influence. We need to influence our households, your community, your job. Be a witness there. You change the world by changing your space. You ain't got to change. God ain't called you to change the world. He just wants you to change your space. So when I say God is good and all the time, I want you to make some noise for the Lord in this place tonight. Yes. And now I'd like to ask the ushers to please come forward. Y'all can close the doors back there because we will. No, for real, close enough. He said the kingdom is at hand. We claim that we are waiting on God and God is waiting on us. Because heaven's in you. I see the way you look at me, as if to say it's right. You day in and day out, girl. Something's happening to me. The man I used to be, he's gone. He gave up his life, so I go on and on, girl, on into heaven, where the love of a lifetime resides, somewhere in you, girl. I've been looking for heaven, baby. See, I've spent my lifetime only to find only you, girl, and I'm only give my love to you, baby, baby. Look right there in your heart, girl. Heaven's inside of you. Heaven's inside of you. Heaven's in you.
been? Don't need no more lies. I kept all my things to go, even made my flight. So how did you find your way back in my life? How did you find your way back in my life? How did you find your way back in my life? How did you find your way back in? I can't tell it how we made this thing fly. I really thought we'd work it out after all this time, but this ain't how love's supposed to be. In and out of harmony. So I packed up all my things. There was nothing left to say, girl. How'd you find your way? How'd you find your way? How'd you find your way, girl? How'd you find your way?
Ladies, how you feel? I said, ladies, how you feel? Ladies, if you've been to a Kim show, then you'll recognize this moment. When you hear me sing, it's a question. When you hear me sing the question, how'd you find your way? I want you to say what? Wait a minute. When you hear me sing, how'd you find your way? I want you to say. All right, ladies, we got it right here. How'd you find your way? 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 Oh, that was beautiful. Give yourselves a round of applause, ladies. That was beautiful. Yeah. How'd you find your way, baby? How'd you find your way, baby? How'd you find it, girl? Baby, how, put it on. How did you get here, girl? Yes, that alto roll coming out, that alto roll. You know, sometimes the spirit of Brother Al would just drop down on you. You know, Al used to sing with his hands. Wait a minute, y'all know alto roll? Do you know alto roll in this place? And people always ask me, where did the Hey Girl come from? The Hey Girl, it came from Al. Right? Al would be, hey girl. How did you get here, girl? But ain't roll around me. How did you get here, girl? And it be, don't you he'd say, how did you get here, girl? And then he'd have the nerve, he'd put horns on top of it and make it real sexy. He'd say, how did you get here, girl? He'd say, how did you get here, girl? Fowler on trumpet. Give it up for Melvin, y'all. Yeah. Now where my brothers at? Where my brothers at in the house? Yeah. And my brothers that are here tonight with the woman you love, let me hear you say yeah. I say if you're here tonight with the love of your life, fellas, let me hear you say yeah. Yeah. That's she the one, huh? The one? Yeah. That's your wife? How long you been married? Why you Now you know you're not gonna sleep tonight, right? You know that, right? But I'm trying to help you out. Look, I'm singing to the ladies, but I'm working for the fellas. Come on, dog. Help me, help you. Come on, man. So you do anything for her. You been to a Kim show before? Seen us live, so you know what this is. Okay, come on, stand up. Stand up. See this? I'm gonna say, how did you find your way, and what you gonna say? Here we go, right here. How did you find your way back in her life? How did you find your way back in her life? How did you find your way, girl? How'd you find your way, babe? In her life. How'd you find your way, girl? In her life. Yeah. Now, hold on a second, look. Now the brothers ain't even looking at me no more. Look, they just. What's happening, man? You all right? I'm talking to you. Come on, man, let's get it. Hey. Shabba, baby. Right here. How did you find your way back in my life? How'd you find your way back in my life? How'd you find your way, girl? Back in my life. How'd you find your way, babe? Back in my life. It's all right. Hold on a second. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. It's my man over here. Wait a minute. Come on, dog. Yeah. I want y'all to know that I'm an equal opportunity entertainer. We're gonna do some healing in the country this evening. What's your name? Simon. All right, here we go. You ready? All right, here we go. How did you find your way back in my life? I'm sorry, you caught me off guard. I didn't realize he was cooking with grease. I didn't realize he had First Church of God in Christ, Ebenezer, Pentecostal, got the Kojic. How did you find your way back in my life? How did you find your way back in my life? you go. How'd you find your way, girl?